Welcome to Exercise for Beginners, where I show you how to get started if you've never started before. Today we are going to go over a handful of chest exercises. Just like with our back exercises, I will preface it is tough to work your chest without some weights, but we will do our best, and I will show you a couple variations to hopefully get you on the right track. First movement I'm going to show you I like to call a walking plank, or like plank up downs. So I use this as a precursor to push-ups. I think it's a great place to start. So you'll get into that plank position. All right, you're either going to be in a full plank from the toes or from the knees, either or. From here, you're going to drop down to your forearms and come back up to your hands. So drop down to forearms, up to hands. So if you're doing them from the knees, do the same thing. You do want to make sure you're alternating which hand you're pushing up with. Next, we are going to move into a standard push-up. I'm going to show you standard push-ups, but I'll also show you push-ups from your knees. Either one is a great place to start. So for a standard push-up, again, we are in that full plank. We're going to come all the way down, chest to the floor, press back up, all the way down, up. Now, I do acknowledge that these are very hard for a lot of people. If that's totally fine, if that's the case, drop your knees and come back up. Now, a couple cues you want to look for with push-ups. A lot of people make the mistake of putting their hands too far up, right? So their hands are up kind of even with their chin, not even with your pecs. So if you're looking at me straight on, people put their hands up here when they really should be in line with your pecs, right? That's where you're pushing from. If you're pushing up here, think about it like you're pushing your face away. That's a harder position. It's also a lot more stressful on your shoulders. So you want to bring those hands in. You want to keep those arms tight. I know that feels harder to begin with, but in the long run, it's a much more solid and compact form. So again, we're here, all the way down, up, down, up. Like I said, if that's difficult, you want to drop the knees, but we don't want to be here. All right, I see that a lot. We don't want those butts up in the air. We want them in core engaged, but we don't want hips up. All right, so you're still keeping that plank, right? All we did is drop our knees. Chest down, up, down, up. And when you're pushing with your push-ups, you're pushing with the heel of your hand and the ball of your hand, right? Just like if you were doing stuff with your foot. Heel, ball. So standard push-ups are great for all around chest strength. If you want a slightly different variation, you can do an incline push-up. And the idea behind that is that it gets your lower pec a little bit more. So for an incline or elevated, you want your hands to be on top of a surface. So you're here, but the movement itself is the same. You want to make sure your chest is kind of in line with the edge of whatever surface you're using. Come down, push up, down, push up. So the nice part about your elevated push-ups is that they are easier, and typically for beginners who want to eventually accomplish full push-ups, this is a great place to start. Next, we're going to work on a chest fly. So you want to have a little bit thicker band, at least half an inch. So you're going to take that, you're going to place your hands inside the band, and place it around your back, like so. All right, we're gonna start nice and wide. You want it to go across your shoulder blades. So you have a slight bend in your elbow. This is a chest fly, all right? So you're gonna come around and squeeze in front like you're gonna clap your hands. Squeeze, squeeze. So this one you do want a slightly thicker band. So 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. This is definitely a great movement. You'll probably feel a little bit in your shoulders as well. For our next one, we have a banded chest press. So for this one, I think to get the most out of it, you kind of want to set up on a foam roller with your band underneath the foam roller. All right, so you're gonna lie back. Oh my gosh, you're so in the way. All right, same kind of thing. The band is going to be underneath your shoulder blades, so right outside your upper arm here. And you're just going to press up. Press up. So I like using the foam roller because it gives you a little extra range with your arms, but also a little extra tension with the band. Go away. This one I actually think is very effective. And last but not least, we're going to do a pec fly lying on the ground. So again, arms straight out to the side and squeeze to the middle. Arm out to the side, squeeze, squeeze. Depending on where you're at, this one might be more effective than the standing one. All right, those are your 5 exercises for this week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about how to get started if you've never started before.